Hey there folks, how are you? What are we doing today? I'm going to show you some really amazing ways that you can triple at Town Hall 13 with the Yeti. That's right, these are amazing variations of Yeti attacks. I'm going to show you really a key strategy that can rip apart bases, and it's so easy to do this. Amazing hits, we're going to break them down, show you replays, and that's getting started right now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another video. What are we doing today? Oh, we're hanging out in the Scrappy Wizards, and I'm going to show you some really amazing hits. These are fresh hits taken from the Clan War Leagues that really just ended yesterday. These are awesome hits. We're going to look at Yeti triples. I'm going to show you a really amazing and easy way that you can rip apart bases at Town Hall 13 with the Yeti. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the video. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out my Twitter and my Discord. You definitely want to follow me on Twitter and come on down to my Discord and hang out with all of us at the Scrappy Kingdom family. We do a whole bunch of stuff, live hits. I'm on there all the time. You can come chat with me if you want. A lot of things going on there. Definitely come on down to our Discord and our Twitter. So let me make myself a little bit smaller and let's get started right now. What is the first hit that we're going to look at? The first replay? Well, it's Guardian from the Scrappy Wizards, and he is going to be bringing this awesome P.E.K.K.A. attack. I mean, this awesome Yeti attack. Well, this is a really easy and awesome way to triple at Town Hall 13. What do we got? We got 4 healers. We got a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s with us, 3 P.E.K.K.A.s normally. There's 8 Yetis, and there's going to be a Siege Barracks, of course, with the P.E.K.K.A. and some wizards behind it, and we're gonna have it full of max hogs. That's right, there's 9 hogs in the Siege Barracks. We got a jump spell, we got a rage spell, we have freezes, we have earthquakes, we have 4 earthquakes. I mean, this is gonna be an OP attack. So let's take a look and see what we gotta do over here. First and foremost, the most important thing that you have to do when this type of an attack, besides I always run an earthquake and open up this whole section of the base, right? You're gonna wanna make sure that you create a funnel. It is very important to do a funnel. As you notice right here, a Guardian is doing. He's going to send in a bunch of P.E.K.K.A.s. He's going to send in a few other things with him and make sure that he creates the funnel. This is a Coco Loon to make sure that he pulls this right here so his healers stay alive. And then the Yetis with the healers, and then the heroes, the Siege Barracks, and then the jump to make sure that he gets into this area. Why does he want to do that? He's actually ensuring that he gets at least a 2-star. This is Clan War Leagues. It's very important to get at least a minimum of a 2-star, and that's what he's doing right here. The rest of the troops are going into the base. He's saving his Royal Champion, but everything else is in the base. He's using his Grand Warden ability on the Town Hall to make sure that everything survives. The Yetis are going in. I mean, this is OP, right? He's destroyed. Got a really nice entry. He's got a complete, open space into the base, so the Yetis will do a lot of work. And then he sends in his Royal Champ along with the Hogs. The Hogs come out of the Siege Barracks, and the Royal Champ is going in to make sure that she cleans up whatever else is left. This is really OP. So far, so good. Notice most of the base is down. He's still got his heroes. He's still got the P.E.K.K.A.s. Actually, I think there's 1 P.E.K.K.A. in there. He's got the Yetis. He's still got a couple of Hogs left. The healers are, healing the entire party. The Queen is doing work. Most of the defenses are taking down, and then the Royal Champ is kind of cleaning up and helping the Hogs take the rest of it down. This is a super OP attack. As you notice, pretty much ripped apart all of the base. What did he do? He created a funnel. He got a nice entry into the base. He used base identification and realized that he can take out the Town Hall, he can take out the Multi-Inferno, the Eagle, all of that stuff by punching his Yetis into the base. He used the P.E.K.K.A.s for funneling with the wizards behind. The Siege Barracks, which was full of Hogs, that's right, so the Hogs came in and kind of reinforced the rest of the base and helped take out things that were kind of busy shooting in his main kill squad. The Yetis provided so much work. Look, he still got 1 Yeti actually left with him. Actually, 2 Yetis left with him, 2 wizards. All of his heroes are still alive. The Queen ended up dying, unfortunately, but the rest of his heroes still. He still got the King ability left. Super OP attack. Right? You want to make sure, if you're going to use your earthquakes, to break apart and take apart a specific key part of the base that you can actually make sure that your troops can still be walking through it. You kind of want to open the base up and then use your jump to get in there. Now, because he's using Siege Barracks, right? He doesn't have a wall wrecker or anything. That's why he needs a jump. You can adjust this a little bit. If you don't want to use earthquakes, you can use an extra jump or whatever. But the idea here is that this kind of opens up most of the base, punches everything through between the Yetis and all the rest of the heroes and the rest of the The rest of the troops, you have the healers behind, and the healers are doing pretty much all of the. They're kind of. I mean, the troops are taking the damage, but the healers are so effective behind the entire mass of the troops that they can choose who to heal and kind of keep most of your troops alive, at least through the initial push into the base, and that's kind of what gets you through. And then the rest is just cleanup. A really nice attack. Let's take a look at the next one. And what's next? We got Sandman over here. Sandman, who's a co-leader in the family and actually leader of the Crazy Hunters as well. Recent leader of the Crazy Hunters is a really awesome guy, and he's going to show us how to run a different variation of the Yeti attack at Town Hall 13. This is super awesome. I love this variation. So he's got 8 earthquake spells here. He's actually bringing a bunch of witches and bowlers with him along with the 4 Yeti and a P.E.K.K.A. as well. This is a really awesome attack. So let's take a look and see what Sandman does over here to take care of this base. So we're going to use an earthquake spells right here to open up this section. Why is he doing that? He wants to make sure that he has access into the Eagle Artillery, right? And notice the second set of earthquake spells, because he's got straight clear path through the base. I mean, literally he opened up most of the base up. All of these things can be reached by his normal defenses and his normal offense over here, so it's nice and easy, right? Let's see what he does. He opens up this base, he gets straight through the town hall over here. He does not really need anything else. He's going to use a wall wrecker to open up this part of the base as well to get through, and then he's going to use some bowlers and P.E.K.K.A.s right here to make sure that he sends in all of his P.E.K.K.A.s, all of his Yetis and his witches into the center of the base. Now, Yetis and witches work really well, as you notice right here. His healers, his heroes, all of his witches, his bowlers are going into the center of the base. The wall wrecker, which comes out with a whole bunch of ice golems, is going right in the center over here with the P.E.K.K.A. and the ice golem. So he's able to take out most of the things, as you notice, as he's entering the base. He's creating a nice straight line and pushing right through. Everything can be reached from with his witches, with his bowlers, with his heroes, the grand champion. Everything else pretty much is accessible. Some of the bowlers with the witches came on this side, and really the entire party is going through. I love that Grand Royal Champion ability to take out this wizard tower, and then his, of course, heroes with the witches in the front, leading the front of the way to take out everything else. We got an ice golem that's still panking for the witches, and the heroes are kind of doing the reinforcements and coming in and cleaning up the rest of the stuff here. A really nice job. I love this attack. I mean, I was like, man, this is really cool, right? Opening up the base completely, sending in the Royal Champ on one side, sending in the wall wrecker, even though he's got 8 earthquake spells, he still saw the wall wrecker, because that wall wrecker got through and got right to that last multi inferno that would have been left on the side. So there's really good base identification and planning over here, and that paid off. His queen, along with the Grand Warden, actually end up taking the rest of the base. There's a few little skeletons right here. We were all watching this live. This was really exciting. He ended up taking a max base, even though, look, there's one little section right here that he actually forgot, so we were really worried about this right by my head over there. We're like, oh man, there might not be enough time. I hope there is. And that, so we got the queen, who doesn't really, like, she has barely any health left, right? Look at this, almost dead. And she ended up taking out that last wizard, the last Tesla. What is wrong with me today? I don't know. The last Tesla ended up kind of coming through and making sure that she cleans up and gets everything else out. The Grand Warden is behind, got a couple of skellies left. They end up taking all that out, coming back to the other side of the base and bringing home the triple. This was a super awesome attack. I really love it, and I love the combination. So we got P.E.K.K.A.s, a few. We got Yetis. We got witches. We got bowlers. We got a wall wrecker with the ice golem and a few things. We got the heroes. This is a really awesome attack. I love this variation of the Yeti. It works really well for specific bases, as you notice right here. Sandman ended up taking it down. Really nice work. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's take a look at the next attack. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at another scrappy wizards that tried. This is Dionysus. She is going to take out a really interesting base. So what do we got over here? This base is actually kind of odd. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it. I don't like it. There's got a stairway right here. It's got a couple of islands right here. Scatter shots are spread. Town hall is in the middle. What are we doing? We're bringing 8 earthquake spells with us. We're gonna bring 5 Yetis, a nice golem. We're gonna bring an electro drag, which is a really good basically a troop that does a lot of funneling, so it's really good for specific key parts of the base that don't have air defenses and things like that. Then we'll bring in a bunch of P.E.K.K.A.s with us, the healers, and the good old, you know, good old heroes with the siege barracks as well. So let's see what I call her Diane does over here. So we got one loon. What's the loon there for? It's Coco Loon to protect our Electro Dragon, which is going to be doing a lot of work getting all of this cleaned up, as you notice. The siege barracks is on the other side. What's the siege barracks doing? It is providing cleanup. Again, same thing. We want to make sure that we funnel this side of the base. Fortunately, we dropped the earthquakes a little bit to the right here, so it didn't open up this section. We wanted to get this little wall right here open, as you notice, into this inferno, right? And if you do that, then a lot of the troops will go in. So we're going to send in the P.E.K.K.A.s. We're going to send in the Ice Golem. At this point in time, everything is collapsing on the front of the base. We're going to send in the heroes. We're going to send up Yetis with the healers behind to make sure that everything stays up and running, and go through the town hall. Now, the Electro Drag tries to take out this inferno, but unfortunately it doesn't reach it. It doesn't end up taking it. Other than that, though, we're doing pretty well. As you notice, we're going to pop our Grand Warden ability to make sure that we try to get through that main kill zone for the town hall. Unfortunately, she was just a little bit too early, so the town hall actually ended up hitting the troops. Does not matter. As you notice, they're still moving. We got the healers in the front, so in the back, so they're providing kind of like all of the things that are needed to make sure that the Yetis and everything else stays alive and kind of punches through the base. So at this point in time, we're kind of circling around here. Some of our troops are split. We got the Yetis that are going in. We got the Queen. We do end up taking down the Eagle Artillery and a lot of key defenses that need to be taken down. This base is not very good. Most of the kill squad, the main kill squad of the attack, actually stays to the right side of the base, and the healers stay behind to make sure that they kind of keep everything alive and healed. And that's really a nice thing with this type of base and this attack. When you have the healers behind, they do and choose who and what to heal and provide the maximum value for you. So more troops stay alive, more troops can tank, and more troops can keep going and kind of finish up the base. Even though we messed up a bunch of times here, even though things did not go our way, this is a very effective strategy, and it's kind of forgiving if you notice. So at this point in time, we got the P.E.K.K.A.s in the front, we got the Yetis, we got the healers, we got the healers just ended up dying, but everything else is too strong, it's too alive to be able to actually, I mean, it's just, this is going to be a triple, as you can see. There's nothing that can stop our army at this point. There's too many things that are still left alive. Even though we had a bunch of different errors and all that stuff, it's a fantastic way, a great attack, and it's actually very forgiving. This is what I love about it. It's very forgiving. It is super amazing, super OP. If you just make sure that you punch in the base, do a good enough funnel to make sure that your troops go in, really plan a little bit to make sure you take out the Eagle Artillery and the key defenses, you come away with a triple. A really nice work, D. I love this attack. Fantastic, fantastic attack. Ladies and gentlemen, I just showed you 3 different ways, 3 different variations of the Yeti attack that you can run on Town Hall 13 and smash every base. These are really, really popular attacks. A lot of the pro players are using these. Very effective, very nice ways to triple. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, folks. I got a lot of exciting things like that coming for you. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter and on Discord, because I got a lot of stuff over there as well. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you also enjoy this video right here. This is a really cool one, and I'll see you there.